is Steve Ono. I am the author of Can Any Guitarist Even Dream, and I am here to talk about the 4 movement strategies for the left hand. How do I move around on chords? Shared fingers is the easiest possible movement. If I have an E minor, my second finger does not need to move. It's very important that I do not pick that guy up. I might slide it around a little bit, but I don't lift it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That goes double for A minor to C because A minor to C has 2 shared fingers instead of 1. Those are the easiest possible chord changes because you don't have to pick something up. Here's an F to a D minor. Also shared finger movement. F to D minor. Second finger does not need to go anywhere. Now the next best thing to a shared finger would be a guide finger, a finger that slides. So here I have my A major, and I slide the third finger up to get the D. Remember that one? So a guide finger stays on the same string, but slides. It still does not get lifted off. It maintains contact with the guitar at all times. The whole point is not to pick up a shared finger or a guide finger, but merely to scoot it someplace. If I'm going from E minor to F, I have a third finger that slides up for an F, back to an E minor, up to an F. Again, a guide finger stays on the same string, but slides to a different fret. So if I'm looking at a new chord between any chord to another new chord, and I'm looking at how do I get this to change efficiently, I look for shared fingers first, guide fingers next, and if I don't have either the shared fingers or the guide fingers, then I look for a finger hopping shape, like your C to G, or C to F. Third and second fingers hop as a pair, all the way over to a D even. So I lift 1, I fly 3 and 2 all the way to the other side in formation. Lift the pinky, fly 3 and 2 all the way to the other side. Bring 1 over the top. Finger hopping has to do with moving fingers in pairs. This is a particular diagonal looking formation. We've done the same thing with the A to the E with a different formation. Lift 1, hop 2, 3, place 1. So I've got a shared finger, a finger that doesn't need to move, a guide finger, a finger that does not need to get lifted but does slide, finger hopping shapes, 2 fingers that do not need to change their formation in order to go anywhere. That becomes like flying in formation or a school of fish. Now, what happens if I don't have a shared finger, a guide finger, or a finger hopping shape? Then I must rely on the follow the leader finger. If I have an A chord and I want to get to a G, there's nobody even on the same string. So you can forget about shared fingers or guide fingers right away. There are no finger hopping shapes. But G has a bass note that is held by a third finger, and that third finger becomes the leader because it is the bass note holder. Okay? There'll be a lot more about bass notes coming up. Lift everybody, fly third finger to target and reform. Third finger leads across to the second string, everybody drops in behind. Release, fly the leader, drop it, assemble. Release, fly the leader, drop in behind. Follow the leader. That will solve almost every left-hand movement problem you're going to run into, okay, in terms of moving around from chord to chord. So the first thing I look for is the shared finger because it's easiest, the guide finger because it's next easiest, the finger hopping shape because it's the next easiest, and the flying guide finger or leader finger because that's what I've got left. Welcome to the 4 fingering strategies for the left hand.